Hey guys, welcome. This is Brad Krantz. Thanks so much for joining me today on my Monday morning leadership. Today we're looking at, am I investing in myself? A question of personal growth. And basically I am taking this out of John Maxwell's book, Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. I don't really have a written out script today. I'm just going to share some excerpts from this chapter. Last week, we started on this, am I investing in myself from a leadership standpoint, talking about personal growth. I just touched on the importance of personal growth, but I'm going to look at three areas today of personal growth and kind of throw out some comments, some questions about this. But one's going to be your self-image, how you see yourself. Okay. The second's going to be your dream, how you see your future. And the third one's going to be your friends, how others see you. So let's get going on this. So first question is, how do you feel about yourself as a person? Are you positive? Are you negative? On a scale of 1 to 10, what number would you use to describe how you feel about yourself? And you could take a moment and maybe rate yourself. The reason for that, whatever number you pick to describe your self-image also describes your willingness to invest in yourself, right? And I think the point here is that he makes is that you will never be able to bet on yourself unless you believe in yourself. And we talked about this, or at least I talked about this with my friend Ruth Easterling on our Change the World series, where, one of the ways you rise as a leader or leadership rises is one, you have to have confidence. And confidence really, I think, is rooted in your self-image, right? How you believe, what you think about yourself, how you value yourself, what you think you can do. So that's really critical is, if you think very little of yourself, why would you invest in yourself, right? And if you think a lot of yourself, you're going to invest more. And that's really, really critical. And he notes here that people are not stuck and dead end situations when it comes to their potential. We have the ability, me, you, anybody watching this, to make tremendous advances. But first, we must believe in ourselves. And I think that's so true. Second is your dream. How you see your future. I really didn't know much about focus on dreams till I got around some business people in the early 90s that were talking about a dream that, what do you want? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to live? And things like that. But Maxwell notes when he sat down to write his book, Put Your Dream to the Test, his desire was to help people, make great strides toward reaching their dreams. But one of the things he found out was that many people don't have a dream. And I think we all know people like that. They're maybe stuck in a rut job situation, but they just don't have any dreams. They have no desire for investing in themselves and developing themselves personally. And I think this goes back to their self-image, how they see themselves. Maybe they don't see themselves as worthy or something they can do, and they just don't try. And that's really sad. But why is a dream important? Why does that matter? And he says, because the size of your dream determines the size of your investment. We kind of just touched on this a bit. If your dream is large, you're going to invest a lot in yourself to achieve it. And if you have no dream, your dream's, this size, you may not invest in yourself at all. Again, if it's a small dream, what does it matter? So it's something to think about there. But he said, Maxwell noted he believed in himself when he started growing his ministry and his leadership. And he says the dreams that he shared for his future, and I hope that applies to you as well, were bigger than his surroundings and his circumstances. And that fueled his desire to grow. And I hope that fuels your desire to grow. I know that fuels my desire to grow as a leader too. Thirdly is your friends, how others see you. And I would say some of this is rooted too in being self-aware. But he said, motivational speaker Joe Larson once noted that my friends didn't believe I could become a successful speaker, so I did something about it. I went out and found some new friends, right? And you can do that. It's sad, but sometimes, that people are there in your life for a season, for a reason. But, noting that this does sound kind of harsh, but it's what's needed for anyone who is surrounded by people who don't believe in them, right? You have to get away. People are going to drag you down. It's kind of like the crabs in a bucket. When one tries to get out, another one reaches up and pulls them down. Sometimes you have to separate yourself with those people. I've had those issues, in the family. I think we all have at some time. But he said one of the most important growth decisions he made was to expand his horizons and find other people whose passion to grow themselves and help others was similar to his own. And, you could do that. Hopefully my video here is of some help to you, but, all the networking connections you can make on social media, on LinkedIn, and following people, following their blog posts, following their YouTube channel. There's a ton of resources out there that can help motivate you, inspire you, and lift you up and grow yourself. So I plead with you and encourage you to take advantage of those resources. Hopefully what I'm doing here is maybe just a small part of that. But he notes people need others to help them stay inspired and growing. I know I do. You can't do it on your own, right? And he said Albert Schweitzer noted that in everyone's life at some time our inner fire goes out, right? You got a bad day, you got a bad season, but then it bursts into flame by an encounter with another human being. I know I've had that happen myself. Hopefully you have too, but we should all be thankful for those people who rekindle the inner spirit. And he notes in closing here that if you don't find some, basically nothing is more important than your potential as a leader. And that's what we're talking about here, investing in yourself. And nothing is more important than your personal daily growth, guys. We have to grow as a leader. We have to grow more to be more, that we can be able to invest more of ourselves and give more of ourselves to people. So guys, thanks so much for joining me here today. I hope this topic was helpful. I hope it added value to you. I hope it caused you to pause and maybe think about this. And again, am I investing in myself? It's a question of personal growth. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Have an awesome Monday. Bye-bye.